Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content, viewer discretion is advised. This is probably the most terrifying thing you're going to witness during this review. Hey, what's up everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, guys, and here we are, back at it again with another creepy, creeptastic, cool, awesome, horrific, horrible action figure review. Not horrible, but, well, maybe horrible review of the Scythe Meister. As you guys can see right here, we have him loose. I bought him loose. He is missing a few pieces. We'll take a look at what he's missing in a moment. Essentially, he is kind of a statue. Yes, this is McFarlane, but it is a beautiful, articulated statue nonetheless. Beautifully sculpted. It's by Clive Barker's Tortured Souls, and it is the supersized version, the 12-inch version of the Scythe Meister. Scythe Meister. Try saying that 3 times fast. Scythe Meister, Scythe Meister. So, okay, before we check out the articulation or the lack thereof, I'm gonna give you guys a close up of this guy. Plus, I'm gonna break out some other big, I guess, action figures. I will just say action figures to do some comparisons with him. I'm gonna break out the other Tortured Souls, the other 12-inch Tortured Soul that I have, Vanilla Anatomica. And we'll do some comparisons, guys, and I'm really digging these Tortured Souls. These are not new, of course. They are the older McFarlane series, kind of the Hellraiser-based figures. Oh, yeah, and yeah, stay tuned. I'm definitely going to break out the Hellraiser Pinhead to do a comparison. The 6-inch, 7-inch version of Pinhead to do a comparison with this guy. So, with all that being said, let's take a closer look at this Scythe Meister. And I love his name, dude. So, there is the lovely face of the Scythe Meister. You know, I am a big horror fan, but some things are a little bit too gruesome. I don't really collect the Tortured Souls figures, but I am coming around a lot because I am a big fan of Hellraiser. So there's his face. You can see his eye underneath the leather strap. He's got the leather strap in his mouth. Focus, camera, focus. There we go. Beautifully detailed, guys. The chest. Look at the chest, man. Jeez. That must hurt. The ripped open chest with the leather straps. Looks like some of his chest has peeled off. Yeah, actually, I think that might be his chest right here. This right here might be pieces of his chest because this looks fleshed right here. There is his hands, black fingernails, 2 fingers and the leather glove. We're not talking about those 2 fingers and the leather glove. Never mind. There's the blood dripping down his skirt, dress, however you want to look at it. His feet, man, are very, very nice. I don't want to see what's underneath those boots, but those boots look really, really nice. The detail on him, very nicely done. So here is the back. We'll go from bottom to top, and then I'll show you what's missing on the top because he is missing top part of his head. And other, well, he is missing the top part of his head, as you guys can see right there. So what he's actually supposed to have in the back, he's supposed to have like a contraption in the back, kind of like you see in Saw, where he has all these like screws and nuts and stuff, and there's like a contraption that goes from his head to his back. As you can see, the peg holes right here, which I didn't get because I got this guy for a really cheap price and didn't know it was missing any pieces until I actually got the figure and did a little bit more research. But I'm not upset. So yeah, it's supposed to plug into the back, and plus when you pose this figure, you're not going to be looking at him from the back anyways. But there is his head, his face is stretched out onto this steel beam right here. This round steel beam. There's his face. A face only a mother could love. So let me put my camera down here. He is a big guy, so I'm going to have a hard time getting this guy into camera view. So let me put my camera up just a little bit right here, so you guys are getting a different view of this guy, because now my camera's shooting upwards, so you guys are getting a different view of my board right here. So as far as the articulation goes, hopefully my camera stays there. His head does move. His arms do go up and down. Don't worry about them breaking off, because they're pretty sturdy, because this is a solid figure, and he is pretty heavy. He does have a break here at the upper biceps where you can get his hands to move in and out. I love the gloves here, dude. The fingernails and the gloves going around the two fingers right here. Hey, he does have a break here at the upper bicep as well, so you can get his arms extended out. He does have movement in his legs where you can get him to walk, but what's the point? There is no point. He does, let's see, does he have any breaks here at the boots? No, nothing at the boots. Nothing at the ankles. His legs just move up and down. That's pretty much all you're going to get. And oh, look at that. I didn't even see that, dude. Under the skirt. Look, he's got a G-string on. He's wearing a G-string, man. Very, very nice. I love the chains, the real chains that has the blood on it. If you want, you can put the chains over like that. And if you're wondering why he's called the Scythe Meister, it's because of this weapon right here, which is the scythe. I believe that's what it's called. This beautiful weapon of... Man, I don't want to know. It is, it can move right here by holding the handle, pushing it down, and then you see the clamps right there. I don't even want to know how this weapon is used in piercing his victims. But it can move up and down, so that's pretty awesome. It is a plastic, a very frail plastic, so be careful, guys. The chains are real. It's hanging. He's got a lot of chains on him. And essentially how he's supposed to hold the scythe is, I guess, he just kind of poured it into his hand. Like so, which I got a feeling is going to give me a hard time. Let's see. Let's try this one. So, dude. There we go. So yeah, you can get him to hold it. Yeah, and he's able to hold it. How long will it stay there? Only time will tell. So let's zoom out. There is the Scythe Meister. I just love saying his name. Scythe Meister holding the scythe. Very, very nice. As you can see to the right corner over here, we have the little mini spawn, the 6-inch version of the spawn. So this is how he measures up with the Scythe Meister. My last review that I did of the Angela figure, the 12-inch Angela figure, actually, I think this guy might be taller than 12 inches, because Angela was 12 inches, and she's actually bigger than Angela. So let's put the camera down here. Let's measure this Scythe Meister, because I feel like he's taller than 12 inches. And yeah, I am right. He is just at 14.5 inches, going all the way up to the top of his head. I'm sure if I had the contraption that I'm missing, I'm sure he would be taller. But yeah, he stands about 14.5 inches. So he's a big guy, man. So there's him standing next to Angela. There is the Violator right here from the same series as the Angela. These are the big figures. To show you how big they are, I brought in the 6-inch pinhead right here to do a comparison. This is from NECA. There's the comparison, so you see how big he is. If you guys own this pinhead figure, then you know how the size of pinhead. Pinhead stands at, oh yeah, I was wrong. He stands just a little under 7.5 inches. So he's not at 6 inches. He's at almost 7.5 inches compared to this 14.5 incher right here. That's what she said. Not really. Okay, so let's move this out the way, and then I'll bring in the other figure from this lineup, the supersized lineup. Let me give you guys a better look. So here is the Vanille Atomica. I did a review of this guy. He's somewhere in my archives if you guys want to take a look for him. He's somewhere in my YouTube archives. He is a really, really awesome figure. Really, really nicely detailed. I got this Scythe Meister because I love this Vanille Anatomica. I feel like I'm saying his name wrong every single time. So much, yeah, that I got the Scythe Meister. So, yeah, man, I'm always on the lookout for the big figures of these guys. I might pick up the 6-inch versions, but so far I've been finding a lot of these big figures on the internet for the price of these 6-inch, 7-inch McFarlane figures. So if I'm going to pay that price, I might as well go big and get the big figures. And I think the bigger figures, they show more detail as well. So, but they go very well, man. And I plan to add some more of these figures to my collection if I find them loose. But yeah, man, I'm very, very pleased. I love the way these guys look. And just for the hell of it, we'll put in Hellraiser right here. Even though he's kind of out of place. He looks out of place, dude. But yeah, I definitely recommend these figures, man. They are really, really nice. If you're fans of Hellraiser, if you love creepy, cool stuff like I do, then yeah, these are definitely for you. And you may own some of these figures. You may own the smaller versions or the bigger versions. Then you guys probably already know how cool they are. He's kind of off balance. He doesn't really stand properly. With that being said, he's now standing and making me look like an idiot. Alright guys, so we're 12 minutes into this video. So let me give you my rating of this figure. I really like this figure, man. If you're a horror fan, if you love Hellraiser, like I love Hellraiser, I definitely recommend these figures. If you have them, give yourself a thumbs up and a pat on the back. But if you don't, I highly, highly recommend these pieces. Yes, they are statue pieces, but they are brutally beautiful. Brutally beautiful. Wonderful masterpieces. BBWM. I know that stands for something else, but they're brutally beautiful masterpieces. That's what BBW... Wait. Beautiful... Brutally beautiful, wonderful masterpieces. BBWM. Okay, guys. That was my rating. Oh, did I give my rating? Oh, I'm going to give this guy... being that he's not complete, I'm going to give him a solid 8. If he was complete, I would probably give him a 9. Because he's really, really nice, and he's really detailed, and he's freaking awesome, dude. If you love horror stuff, this guy is definitely for you. Alright, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. If you like this little review, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to receive more cool, awesome reviews like this. Sorry for the shaky camera work. It's hard to get this guy in frame because he pretty much takes up my entire review station right here, so that's why I'm holding the camera. I've been holding the camera for most of this review. Alright guys, so we'll go ahead and leave it at that. Tell me what you think of this figure. Do you like him? Do you think he's awesome? Are you going to pick him up? Do you own him? Did I inspire you to go down the deep, dark hole that is hell and buy this figure? If I did, give me a like. Alright guys, I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next review. Bye!